Alright, so today we're taking a look at the G530. First thing you want to remember is that there's only four main menus, just four main menus. And you use the big wheel on the right side to scroll through the four main menus. So the first menu you have is the nav menu. There's five menus within that nav menu that you use the little wheel to scroll with. But for now, we're just focused on the main menus. So the second one is the waypoints. And the third one is auxiliary. So this is going to tell you things like fuel planning, trip planning, density, altitude, true airspeed, and all that great stuff. And then the last one you scroll with the big wheel is going to give you the nearest page. So the main pages you need to focus on is the nearest page and the nav page. Those are the ones that you're primarily going to be using when you first start off flying. So within the nearest page, we got the airport. Then we use the little wheel to scroll over to the right, nearest intersection. This is more for like IFR flying. And then nearest NDB, which I've never used the NDB yet. And then scroll over with the little wheel to the last page to give you the nearest VOR. So these are the pages that you're mostly going to be using, the nav page, and then scroll with the big wheel all the way to the right to get to the nearest page, and you get to your airports and your VORs with the little wheel. Now, if you wanted to click on one of them, what will you do is you push in on the little wheel. You press the little wheel, there's a little button there. You'll feel it when you press it. Right here, I am about to press it. And it activates it. You can see it blinking. So then you scroll over with the big wheel, and we'll just scroll over to the JFK VOR. And if we want to get to the JFK VOR, we hit this little D button with the arrow. So D stands for direct. And then from there, you can see it blinking. You could either scroll with the big wheel or just hit enter. When you hit enter, you're basically saying that you're going direct to the JFK. And then you hit enter again to activate it. Now we can talk about the frequencies. How do you get to the frequencies? You use the big knob to change the big numbers. And then anything after the decimal you want to use, or the period, you want to use the little knob to change those numbers. Now say you put those numbers in and you want to spit them out into the active, you just press the button with the C on it and it'll change the frequency at the bottom to the top. If you want to get to the VOR, what you want to do is click on the left toggle or the left little wheel, and it's the same big wheel for the big numbers, and anything after the decimal you want to use the little one. And now to throw that into the active, what you want to do is press the V. You can think of the V as VOR with the two little arrows, and it'll spit the bottom one to the top, which is the active. And then if you want to go back to the frequencies, you just hit the same button again. It'll highlight the frequency box. And then this button right here will zoom in and zoom out. Now, if you go to the nearest page and you're under the VOR, you can see I'm highlighting CCC, which is the Calverton VOR. You can see the frequency there is 11455. You click on the button, then you scroll with the big wheel. See how it's highlighted here at the bottom? Scroll with the big wheel and you put 11455. With the little wheel, you change anything after the decimal, and if you want to throw that onto the active, you hit the V again and it's on the active now. And then you see this button right here that says CDI. You want to hit that CDI button and that'll change it from GPS to the green needle. Unfortunately on the sim I can't show you what it looks like because the panel that I have, it doesn't change from the magenta GPS to the green needle.